Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $2 Cashword ticket. And this is part of the October 2023 series of tickets coming out in New York. And this is pretty much just a basic crossword ticket. You've got your letters, you've got your play area. You need to find 3 words or more to win. And even though it's basic, I like Cashword, so this is a ticket that I would just naturally be drawn to and be interested in. Now here on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds of winning are 1 in 5.02, which are a little bit long. That does kind of catch my attention. And then if you look at the prize structure, you can win anywhere from $2 up to $10,000. So looking at the prize structure, I do think the $10,000 is small for a $2 ticket. That's usually, something that you might see on a $1 ticket. So I don't like that. And then I don't like the odds of winning it either. So you always need to think about, is the wager worth the top prize, and take a look at the odds. So, you're paying $2 for a potential $10,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 1.7 million. So yeah, I mean, if this were a regular ticket, just based on that alone, I would say pass on it. However, I'm a crossword fan, so I could have a little bit of forgiveness, but still, I mean, this does seem a little bit cheap unless the overall value of the ticket is spectacular. Like, this wager is not worth this top prize at those odds. Now, I do need to mention taxes. So in New York, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect this top prize. So instead of a $10,000 top prize, I'm going to view this top prize as $6,718. And again, like, that makes it even worse. You're paying $2 for a $6,700 top prize at 1 in 1.7 million odds. Yeah, definitely something that I would be passing on. So with that adjusted top prize, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 64 and 65%. The minimum payout that we look for any scratch ticket is 70%. So this is way below what we look for a minimum. So we already talked about one reason I wouldn't play this, because the top prize is too low and the odds are too long. This is compelling reason number 2. This payout is just too low. It needs to be over 70%. So it is short by, 6 full percent. Well, not 6 full percentage points, but almost 6 full percentage points. So value's way too low. The other thing we need to say about the payout is that it does include all of these top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see a 64% payout on this game. And so what we're interested in now is, what is the payout going to be for just average people with average luck who are not necessarily winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $50 prize level. So, if you're just an average person with average luck, when you win on this game, you're going to expect to see a prize between $2 and $50. That's what 99% of people are going to experience. Now, at the 50% or at the $50 level, the split there is about 53-47, so it's pretty close to 50-50. 53% of these prizes, these $50 prizes, fall in the bottom 99%. They're available to average folks. The other 47%, however, are going to be, they're going to fall here in the top 1% of prizes. And top 1% prizes are really tough to hit. If you want to know the odds, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 502 tickets that would have a top prize on it. So, you're in over $1,000 before you would expect to see even one top 1% prize. And when you hit it, it's probably going to be one of these $50 prizes. So that is important when you consider playing these games. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract out all the value of these top 1% prizes We're going to subtract that from the number that you saw before, and that's going to leave us with just the value of the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 58 and 59%. Now, this number is not quite as bad as the other number, the overall payout, but it is still below the minimum that we look for. We look for a minimum of 60% payout here for bottom 99% payout. And the reason we look for 60% is because when you're in that 60% range, if you go and you buy like a few tickets, you're winning enough of your money back in that, if you're in that 60% range, where maybe you could go back and play again or whatever. And it's kind of fun to play several times, on your whatever bankroll you have. But once you get down here in this 50% range, you start losing your money so fast that it's hard to even go back and play a second time. So, I just don't think it's fun to lose your money so fast like that. So that's why, I don't like seeing numbers down here in the 50% range, because you're losing your money so fast. Now, here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $2 tickets. And you can see this, the data point for this Cashword ticket is all the way over here on the right. There was a pretty big jump in value from the previous $2 ticket to this one. So that Find the Sevens ticket, that was the worst $2 ticket we've seen so far. This one takes a huge jump, which we like to see. And so that would be one reason why maybe I would recommend playing this ticket, because you want to send the message to the New York Lottery, hey, we appreciate this increase in value. Please keep increasing the value. And so, couple reasons not to play it. Here's a reason to play it. Up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category for these $2 tickets in New York. If you're looking for overall value, Cashword has by far the best value of any $2 ticket we've looked at. If you're looking for odds, that triple winning sevens ticket would be the one you'd want to play. If you're looking for friendliness to the average player, even though this falls below the minimum that we look for, Cashword is the most friendly of the $2 tickets that we've looked at from New York. And then if you're more of a high roller and you're looking for a better top prize, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, It Takes Two is the ticket you'd want to play, but that is a really, really, really tough ticket for the average player. And then over here on the right, you're looking at the top prizes one, if you're interested in that. Now here on this page, we're building a list of New York $2 tickets in order from best payout to worst. Cashword at the top of the list, so that is good to see. Here you're looking at the list for bottom 99% payout. And again, Cashword at the top by a wide margin. Now here on this page, we are ranking $2 tickets across states. And this Cashword ticket, 64% payout, is in 32nd place. So 32nd place overall. So even though it's the best $2 ticket that we've looked at from New York, it's very low on this list, not very competitive with what other states are doing. And you can see, this ticket was at 64%. It doesn't take long till you start seeing 65% payout, 67, 68, 69, and then in the 70% range. And so it's always worth looking up here at the top of the list. Usually it's going to be Massachusetts up here. Massachusetts has relatively good values for their scratch tickets, and their $2 tickets are regularly coming in at 72% payout, which isn't great, but it is the best that we've seen. So we have to ask the question, if Massachusetts can regularly put out $2 tickets at 72% payout and make plenty of money with them, why is New York putting out $2 tickets at 64% payout? That is a full 8 percentage points different. And so, yeah, I mean, when you think about the money that's involved in these games, it's not uncommon for just one game to have 10 million tickets as a part of it. And when you multiply that by the cost by $2, that's $20 million for just one game. And then you're talking about 8 percentage points. So what would that would, you're between 1.5 and $2 million that the Massachusetts Lottery feels like it can put into the hands of its players, that the New York Lottery is putting in its pockets and doing who knows what with. And so, yeah, I mean, you guys are definitely, or at least some of you maybe, are close enough to Massachusetts where instead of buying You know, low value New York scratchers, you could just easily cross the border and get some really good value tickets from Massachusetts. And that's what I would recommend doing. Like, New York has some of the worst scratch ticket values of any state that we're looking at on this channel right now. And you know, the $2 tickets are no different. Very low value compared to what other states are doing. Now here on this page, we're looking at the comparison of $2 tickets for bottom 99% payout. This ticket has a 58% payout for the bottom 99%. This number is more competitive. So 10th place overall. So relatively good ticket for the average player, even though it doesn't quite get up to that 60% minimum. The only state that regularly does that is Georgia. And so, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see, you know, where it compares to other states. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets that we've looked at on the channel so far. 64% very far off this list, so not even close. And as a matter of fact, you don't see any $2 tickets on this list, but you can pause that and look at it if you want to. And then here are the top 36 tickets for bottom 99% payout. Again, 58%, pretty far off from making this list. But on this one, we do have at least one $2 ticket here. So it is possible for a $2 ticket to make this list. We just need some of the states to, you know, kind of think about and consider their, like the large majority of players who aren't hitting those top 1% prizes, and put more value down there in the bottom 99%. But that is it for these, for this New York Lottery $2 Cashword ticket. I don't recommend it unless you just are in love with Cashwords. And even if you are, I'm not sure if Massachusetts has any, but they probably do. I would be surprised if they don't. So I would run over to Massachusetts and get some $2 Cashword tickets or whatever Cashword they have. But that is it. If you're playing these, good luck on them. Hopefully you'll win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.